Tautalatala Fishies, welcome to Fresh. My name is Beulah Koale, and I hope you guys are hungry because this show is going to be tasty. Coming up on Fresh.
Wow, that's very interesting, eh? That there's another hot girl that looks like me.
Let's when I can sit to the bit of Silence of the Lambs.
Told you, tasty. See, if there's one thing that all of us islanders can agree on, we love food. So good news for all of us orca lovers. Some crazy people in Samoa decided to run an orca competition. So get your tissues out because this is gonna have you salivating.
Hi Freshies, I'm Horace at Home Cafe where the Orca Festival is happening here in Samoa. Great atmosphere. I wish all you Freshies could come down and experience something like this. This is the first in Samoa. Samoan Orca, it's part of our life. I grew up with it. Orca is your culture, your food.
Keep it fresh.
We're looking for innovation in presentation. So I know that some of the guys are using pineapple as a cup, pawpaw, which is going to hollow out. Some of the guys are using coconut shells. When you start using fruit with the orca, you know, you've got to be careful that you're looking at the flavors that are going to come through. So it might be successful, it might not be. But we're also looking for that basic ingredients and those basic flavors in the orca, which is the fish, the coconut cream, and the lime.
All the Samoans know how to make orca, right?
It's a traditional orca, you know, it's nice and simple and bringing out the old school style. We put our little invention to make it stack up.
So I've given a little bit of touch with the Indian spices together with the orca. So I guess that's the whole reason I should win, something different.
You should have fresh vegetables, fresh onion, fresh fish.
Balance of every ingredients and seasoning and everything like that. It can't be, salt and pepper can't be too overpowering.
So vegetables fresh, the fish is fresh, coconut cream is fresh, you know, and we fresh.
So make sure you okay, keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh. Keep it fresh.
It's all about the freshness of the coconut. As a chef, Freshies, don't marinate overnight. I think you should add it just before you serve it. That way you get all the flavor of your fresh fish and all the flavor of the bit.
Get your coconut water, and it's good for your daughter.
The whole point of this exercise today was to do promotion on our healthy Samoan cooking, healthy Samoan food, and to get our boys and girls who are chefs to be confident enough to compete against each other in a friendly way that we can promote our skills and our food. There was so much creativity involved, innovation. Every single orca that was presented today was different, but the skill level from the making of the coconut cream at the beginning, the filleting of the fish, and then the actual making of the orca was absolutely amazing. And guys, as a chef, the most important thing about cooking is you keep it fresh.
Oh man, that looks yumbo. Another thing that looks yumbo is this quick tip that could save you at local tomorrow.
And welcome to the Island Tip, the segment where we teach you a few things in case you go to the island. This week, we're talking about a family devotion, or the prayer time. Now, the prayer time usually comes when you're watching your favorite program. Usually when you and your brother are exciting and looking at the thing and the best part coming up, your father will turn and say, "Kapak TV," which means turn the TV off, because it's devotion. That's a prayer times. Now, please try not to show your anchor. Turn around and say, "Okay, Dad," and agree to him, just to keeping your life in a happy way. Then turn the TV off. Now, when your parents pray, please, this take a long time. Your mother's gonna pray, then your dad's gonna pray, then they're gonna sing us songs and things. Please do not fall asleep. If you feel yourself is starting to dip, put a hand on your chin and make it look like you're thinking or in deep prayer also. Because if you fall asleep and you make a loud tea, like a your father has mastered a skill of pray with his eyes shut and still his hand can find an object like a ninja and throw to your head. At the same time, he's praying for the welfare of his family. So if you're feeling tired, the best thing to do is think about the content of your prayer. You know, like pray for the trees, or pray for the animals, pray for the people who's got no job, pray for your money, thank God for your house, and can prevent you from falling asleep. Always listen out for the wrap-up. Usually my parents start singing together, and then you wait for that one with a Amen. And that's when you and your brother's happy, turn the TV on to catch your program, and it's finished. Well, that's Island Tips for this week. Tune in next week for more pregnant advisors on an Island Tab. Thank you.
Still to come on Fresh.
And when I arrived there with just my beautiful self, I detected a bit of animosity in the room.
Maybe go home, have something to eat, sleep on it, and then wake up and see how you really feel.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Parking!
Hey, you. Yeah, you stole my parking.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, that's right. You're parking up the wrong tree, bro.
I'm not parked on a tree. I park on the road. Shane.
Tautalatala, my name is Beulah Koale and I'm an actor.
He's one of the best actors that I've ever met.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. He's a real deal, man. Otara boy, born and bred. Life experience, man.
I started at my school at Tautalatala College. We didn't have drama in school. I don't think our school could afford it, having a drama department, but some people came in and decided to run a little drama class, and we got to skip 3 periods on Mondays if we went along. So me and a couple of the boys from the Fresh 15, we just went along to skip a couple of classes. Oh, my first ever like proper theatre workshop. I remember walking in and just being scared because, you know, there are these people like looking at me straight in the eyes. And I was like, what the hell was going on? And I remember walking into the room, seeing about 20 kids just laughing, and they looked like they all knew each other, and I didn't know anyone. And I walked straight out and went to the bakery and bought me a cream donut, and then, you know, I was like, you know, I'm not a person to give up. So bought my cream donut, walked myself back into the building at OMAC and forced myself to look into these teenagers' eyes and do the workshop. That was 7 years ago, and you know, look where I am now. And I wouldn't change anything unless Graham Henry gave me like the front door to play for the All Blacks. So yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Who's this?
You need to get out more.
I've seen the movie maybe 10 or 11 times, and every time I see something different with his performance, and it's just got so many layers.
The past couple of years have been pretty massive for me in terms of my career. You know, like I've had my first lead role in a major film in New Zealand, The Last Saint. Took core cast in a major TV series, The Cul-de-sac. See, when that wave took the adults, I left something in their place.
What?
I don't know. But you can hear them creeping around outside at night. Just scratching away, just trying to find a way to get inside. And now I got a lead role on a Hollywood feature film run by DreamWorks, which is crazy. And thank you for your service. I play an American Samoan soldier who's back from war, who's suffering from PTSD, so post-traumatic stress. And the movie follows him and the other lead, who's played by a guy called Miles Teller. Getting this role and going over to LA and working with Miles Teller, this guy who's been on Whiplash, you know, Fantastic Four. You know, I wasn't scared. I was more excited in my head, I was like, man, you're gonna run a straight man, and I'm gonna hit you like really bad, and you know, and I did, you know, and I remember in the screen test room, he was just like, when we did the first scene, he was sitting there and he was just looking at the director. He's like, dude, man, this guy from New Zealand, man, he's awesome. And I was like, oh, bro, this guy must be saying to everyone. And I just kept, you know, running it straight.
As actors, we know, you know, if one door closes, the other one opens. And now there's two massive doors in America that have opened up for him. And I wish him all the best, because I think he's got the goods to just roll on from that.
Beulah, I wish you all the best. You're a fantastic actor, you know. Always good listening. Remember to play games, you know. Always find the joy in what you're doing.
When I was like 5 years old, I used to pray. I used to pray and go, God, please fill my mum's purse up with money. And we used to do, me and my little brother, every night that would be the end of our prayer. So I guess my childhood dream was to always, and still is now, help my family and look after them. Oh, that guy, man. He just brings me to tears every time, huh? He's just amazing. Two other guys who are also amazing, Bunny and Bunny, who are special guests who are giving us some advice on what to take when you're invited over for dinner. Because, you know, let's be honest, turning up to your Bailangi girlfriend's house with a bucket of KFC, coleslaw, and a Pepsi just ain't cool. Yeah, it's tasty, but not cool.
When someone invites you to dinner or to breakfast and they say, don't bring anything, just bring yourself, don't believe them.
The first thing we should go through are the don'ts. Don't assume that that's what they really mean. Don't go empty-handed. When I ask somebody, what should I bring? And they say, just bring your beautiful self. And when I arrived there, I detected a bit of animosity in the room.
How did you detect this animosity?
She said, come on in. And I said, I will, I'll just take my shoes off. And when I did, she went, do you want me any help with any bags? I said, I don't have any bags. And that's when I detected a bit of Silence of the Lambs. I wasn't able to, you know, read into it that much until I realized everybody boasted about what they bought, and I boasted about bringing my beautiful self.
What are the do's?
Bring something, even if it's like a packet of your least favorite biscuits, like cabin bread, where everyone's like, ooh. But then when there's only nothing but cabin bread, it's like, nom, nom, nom. Yeah, take something.
I guess, yeah, that's right. Take your fai'ai with you.
Absolutely. Don't assume, again, that you know what they've got prepared anyway. Because sometimes when you're invited to someone's house and then you look at the food that is on display and you're like, is that enough to feed everyone? Is there going to be any protein served here with that leaf? Smile through that pain of that one salad. Make the most of it, smile through it, and just always know you can go to a takeaway on your way home.
Stay tuned, Fishies, because after the break,
get ugly.
Auntie Tala is your follow like no other, and some island jams to go with your toast. Welcome back, Fishies. I know from time to time we have our own problems, like how do I go to the nightclub without my mom finding out, or how do I fart without anyone noticing, or I found my friend's girlfriend on Tinder, what do I do? See, that's an easy one. All these tough questions tackled every week by our very own man in the dress, Auntie Tala.
Phoebe and kia ora. Welcome once again to our Tautalatala show. Well, you know, you tell us your problems and I solve them with the help of my amazing panel. And we're very fortunate to have these amazing ladies. First up, Samoa's very first ballet dancer, Yolandi Archer. Yes. And when it comes to sports, one of my favorites, still a fan and also still playing for Nation Mystic, Cat Williams. Yeah. Oh, woohoo. And as we all know, been entertaining us for many years, the diva and the soulful voice of Annie Crumble. Wow, great to have you on my panel this time. And now the reason why we're all here, that is to help you. Why? Because you matter. And any problem you have, I will solve with the help of my famous panel. So let's now go to the question for our show today.
Titala, I was wondering if you could help me. I like this older lady. She's close to my mother's age. She's hot. She looks just like you. Just wondering if I should go there or not. Quite confused about that, so please help me.
Wow, that's very interesting, eh? That there's another hot girl that looks like me. Wow.
Do you think it could be you, though?
Well,
how would you feel if it was you?
Well, I don't blame him if he thinks, you know, that if it is me. But what I am concerned is he's quite young,
He is quite young. Shame on you.
Yeah, well, how would you feel if that was your son or your nephew or your younger brother? They want to go out with a lady the same age as you, Yolandi.
Don't look at me.
That boy is young. He's very cheeky. And he put hot and his mother in the same sentence. Secondly, if a woman wants to be a cougar, harar, that's okay. Just don't come round to my house and try and cougar my son, eh?
So what do you think that makes it older women so hot to young men like this?
No, the thing is, dude, but you don't fall in love with the number. You know, you connect with someone of legal age. Let me make that very clear. Okay, so good for her and good for him. Whether it will last or not, just go for the experience.
I think it might be nice for him to have a relationship with her, because he could fall in love and he could have dinner and his washing all done, like, all the time.
Damn! Right now, I want each and every one of you to tell Ray exactly one important thing that he should do.
You know what, Ray? You are very young, but you will never have my wisdom. So, instead of getting an older woman, go live your own life, have your own experiences, and create this amazing world before you think about things like that. No matter what the age, live your life first.
Well, Ron, I feel like if you are falling in love with someone that looks like Auntie Tala, then you might need to go and get your eyes checked out, maybe go home, have something to eat, sleep on it, and then wake up and see how you really feel.
Oh, no, she did.
Okay, Ron. I can tell that you're quite attracted to, you know, a specimen like this, right? But understand, should you go forward, there will be consequences. I'll leave it floating like that.
Very wise, very wise. Well, there you have it. What amazing advice from our panel. And all I got to say to you, Ron, Rob, Ray, whatever you call yourself, if the girl is older than the fingers on your hand, cut. That's it. Don't go there or you'll be circled. So now that's all we have time for. So see you again next week, same time on our Tautalatala show. Bye. Bye.
See, there's nothing I love better than watching other Pacific Islanders and seeing what they're doing around the world. And I'm not talking about, you know, The Rock or Marcus Mariota. I'm talking about ordinary Pacific Islanders out there. Today, we have Phoebe, who's from Melbourne, Australia, who's doing awesome things with Koko Samoa. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Phoebe from Living Coco, and this is my poly postcard about Melbourne. I'm going to show you 3 of the freshest things to do in my hood. This is the Footscray Arts Centre. It's a place where all Pacific peoples are welcome. It's also the home of the Contemporary Pacific Arts Festival. The Contemporary Pacific Arts Festival is a celebration of diversity, creative cultures, and energy of the Pacific people of Australia. One of the freshest places in Melbourne is the Point Cook Marine Reserve. This place, I go scuba diving at least once or twice a month. It is so beautiful underwater as well as above water.
I like that Point Cook. It looks untouched. Hey, there's a little bit of rubbish here and there, but there's not hundreds of people lined up to tan that ass. Everyone's just, people are here and they're collecting food.
One of my most freshest and favorite things to do is working on the Living Cocoa project. So Living Cocoa is a company that deals with farmers in the Pacific region, mainly Samoa and Papua New Guinea. So here are the roasted nibs. The smell of the cocoa reminds me of cocoa lesa. Coming home and Mum's made a big pot of cocoa rice. So when I'm eating it, I'm thinking, I'm so homesick. I want to go home. So that's my Polly postcard. Thanks so much for coming along, and I really hope you come back soon. Bye.
How's it going, guys? Well, thank you for coming to see my world, my home, and my life, and my love. Right, get out of here, guys. Hopefully see you next week to catch some more island freshness. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Malo Pito Fishies, and welcome to the rugged West Coast.
We're 3 hours down, and today it's all about the fresh goodness.
Yo, Chuck, these honey drippers are still front on us. Show them that we can do this, because we always do this. Yeah, boy.
Bass, how low can you go? Death row? What a brother, no. Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal, the uncannibal, the public enemy #1. 5-0 said freeze, and I got numb.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.